I kept wondering, why am I afraid to go to AliExpress and buy anything? It can't be the tariffs. No. Remember last time whenever I got a bucket of bolts or something in instead of the stuff I ordered? That's why I have to do this on camera, because you never know what I'm going to get. If it's not something I ordered, it's like you have to tell them, but then it's like I keep thinking, as many mistakes as they make, it makes me look like, oh no, you're just trying to steal stuff. Now, I'm definitely not going to try to steal stuff. But I don't want to be paying for something that I didn't get and then get something I didn't pay for. So if this is a bucket of bolts, I want to make sure that I know and I can document it. It was like a bunch of bolts. If you remember that one time when I ordered something, it was not it at all. So I think this is the AliExpress package first. No, this is actually Lady J's Toys. Okay, so Lady J Toys, I ordered some of her figures. Look at that. Like a little card protector. So this is actually from Lady J Toys. I'll put that to the side because that's the one I would trust more. This, however, it's from AliExpress. Let's see if I got what I ordered. It's in a box that's about the size it should be. I don't know which one it is because I'm having a hard time figuring out, like, you know, they mailed them probably all separately. I bought a bunch of video games. Okay, so far so good. Woohoo! And it's actually the most expensive thing. Warning, don't upgrade the OS system, otherwise the product will be damaged. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. So this is the like billions of games in one cartridge. I don't know what OS system this is upgrading, because I'm going to be quite honest with you, I'm going to be playing this on my Sega Genesis and there's no OS system to it. It is what it is. That's what I like about, okay, so I like older games for several reasons. Number one, you plug it in, you play it. You don't have to wait for it to update. You don't have to wait for it to load. You just play the game. This has got all the ROMs of every Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, Game Gear game. Faster game loading. Supports over 99% of MD Master Drive, or Master, yeah, I think so. Whatever it is in England. And Genesis games, SMS, GG, SMS pause button, supports Sega 32X games. I've heard mixed reviews on that one. Sega CD games, I heard it can't do because, let's be honest, there's lots of information on the CD games. And the CDs have got great music. Especially Lords of Thunder, that's like my favorite. So, yeah, that's the information on the backs. Do not support OS updates. My Sega Genesis does not do OS updates, so I don't know what it's talking about. Can somebody let me know? This is the V3, I guess version 3. And it says it's got a ridiculous number. I can't even remember the number. I don't think there's that many Sega Genesis games, but I'm guessing it's Sega Genesis Plus. Wow, this is freaking tight. I did hear people complain that it's really tight to open these things. There's no booklet. The sticker is coming off the top, which, eh. Okay, so there is a ROM card already in there. One of those thumbnail drives or whatever you want to call them. It's already in there. I guess that's the eject button for it. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I never bought one of these before, but look, you got Tiny Toons, Superman, Turrican, Mickey Mouse. That was one of the first games I ever played. Like, I was over at a friend's house somewhere in the summer of '93, I guess. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. The Mickey Mouse, he blinks. He's so adorable. He blinks whenever he's waiting for you to do something. Now, it kind of reminded me of Mega Man when I played it on Sputnik's machine back in the 80s. And I was like, that Mega Man, he's so cute. He just sits there, he blinks and everything, and he's waiting. But then Mickey Mouse was like almost, woo, fall off his stuff. I just got Jungle Book. That's kind of funny. This is supposed to be the Musha Robot, was everybody's like, oh yeah, Musha Robot. Rise Star. Musha is an extremely hard to get game, so I did get the knockoff of it, or bootleg of it. It's coming in the mail. Because I've been wanting this since the 90s, and back in the 90s, I wanted it, and it was like $20. I can't afford that, and it wouldn't come down in price. Well, now I'm getting the knockoff of it, so that's good. Or bootleg, technically bootleg. They got Shinobi on here. There's actually, like I said, like 8,000 games on here or something crazy. Uh-oh. Hope it's not going to try to support cannabis. Or maybe that's the maple leaf. Same thing. The Canadian maple leaf, cannabis, it's all the same. So anyway, that cartridge goes in here. And then this goes in my collection. So, I mean, I definitely still want to buy second games as I find them. I have, like I just said, you know what? I'll buy the ones that I know I've never had, like Musha. Musha's one, I swear I had it, but I don't. There's so many games like Musha, I just knew that it was on my, it's in my mind because I've always wanted one. And I've had a lot of these. Shinobi 3, Battletoads, Double Dragon Heart's pretty good. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to just getting to play these things, and you know, it's that time of the year. All right, so here's from Lady J Toys. So Lady J Toys, they did this sale, and I was like, $50 for 4 figures? That's not bad, and it's shipping included. And then I was like, there's this glow-in-the-dark figure I really want. He's like going, oh, it's right here, and it's like 2 figures for, I want to say $21, so like 11 and 10, something like that. I was like, yeah, that's the one I was hoping to get, but I guess it's too late. She's like, he or she or whoever's running it was like, no, we'll give you that deal. I'm like, really? Yeah, I'm like, woohoo! All right. So I got the glow-in-the-dark ones, alien guys. So I paid like $71, $72 maybe? Free shipping for tons of, hey, Ren C3B. I was talking about Lady J Toys and how they do some credible sales, and they're like these guys, this is it right here, Lady J Toys. So this is one of my favorite Zartans. It's not the original Zartan. I do have the original Zartan, but I like how he's clothed a little bit better. But anyway, these are bag number 2. Oh, they may have mailed them separately because I only got bag number 1, I guess. That's strange. I figured they'd mail them at the same time, unless, are there 2 bags in here? No, that's really strange. I figured they'd have mailed them at the same time. Huh. I ordered them at the same day, so I figured they mailed them both at the same time. Oh, well. I'll have to find out what's going on. They did mail them separately. Maybe they had them already packed up and ready to go, and they just didn't feel like undoing it. I don't know. So one of these I want to keep with this head on it. This one I want to put this guy on there because it was back in the day, I think it was Eagle Force or something like that. There was these little metal figures just slightly smaller than what G.I. Joe was, but it was before G.I. Joe, I want to say. Like back in the late 70s. And I had a little golden guy, and he looked like this, but with a golden outfit, and he was, just metal. He was a metal man. I can't remember what they were called. And he's got boogie fever. He's just basically, it's like your G.I. Joes, but the O-ring G.I. Joes. Here's an O-ring G.I. Joe. This is version 3 Zartan. And this is the head from those, what are they called in England? Those guys. Now, I'm guessing you have to take the screw out of his back to replace his head. And this screwdriver's too big. See if I can find another screwdriver handy. Oh, yeah, what about the one I had for the other thing? Which I need to put that figure back together now that the head finally dried. I was waiting for the head to dry. I don't want to rush things. I don't want to be rushing. All right, so here's a screwdriver that'll probably work. Okay. So I'm guessing what you do is you take out the back jack. Looks like a head on the back, doesn't it? I used to fix broken G.I. Joes back in the day, like if I broke off an arm. Well, this means he gets a time traveler's arm. It's a clear robotic arm. He's a bionic G.I. Joe. So I used to have like the body banks. I still do, actually. I found it the other day. It's a cigar box. Because my uncle used to smoke cigars. And the boxes were pretty durable. They've been lasting for over 50 years now. Or about 50 years now for that one box I got. So cigar boxes are the best. I'm used to doing the heads that do left, right only, not the up and down. Okay, so the O-rings in the back. I remember the O-rings in the front on some of these, but back in my day. You need like 5 arms to do this. I'm too old to be doing this now. That whippersnapper stuff. Okay. I hope you can't hear the radio because I can barely hear it myself, but you know, these microphones might pick that stuff up. Bloody Smeg. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay, let me get a little bit more angle so it'll hang on there. Alright, you know what? Just let it be. Let's stick it in and slide it in right now. So it's been a while since I've done this. And the heads I remember, they were left-right heads, not to bobble up and down like this. Headbanger. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, so, and then here he is. This is the figure I wanted out of those. So it comes with extra heads, so you can change it yourself. And this is the guy I want. It's like, he looks like that figure I had back in the day. Even with the helmet or the hat on and everything. So I need to find a picture of that. So here are the other two heads. I could have put like a Cobra trooper head on, or whatever these are called from the thing that never came to America, but it was in England. The British version, Action Force, whatever they're called. There we go. Bazooka? Nah, not for him. He needs this, because this is what... I don't remember what weapon he had when I was a kid. I just remember him. All right, there we go. So pretty cool, isn't it? So he's an O-ring figure, and he's got all the articulation of a G.I. Joe. He's even got, okay, so that's the G.I. Joe, the movie emblem right there. That kind of clashes with what I was going with, but whatever. All right, so here's the other figures. We got, he'll just keep that head. I kind of like that head. I mean, I don't have any heads like that. Now, he's basically the same figure, but just two different color patterns. This one says Night Force. Yeah, I remember, I have some Hot Wheels cars that were part of the Night Force. I want to think that's like a robot face, like you could turn around. No, you can't turn around because the little thing's inside. But I wonder if you can, like, make it the other way around, so that's the face. All right, and then these figures, I want to keep one of them as a human. I can't remember which one I decided to make a human. There's 3 heads with them as well. Actually, I think there's 4 heads with them. Evidently, it's a female head, a male head. Not sure how to get that off. And then there's 2 alien heads. There's a female alien and the male alien, I guess. Glow in the dark. I guess it's supposed to be like nuclear radiation heads or something. We got the Scarlet's favorite weapon. We got both versions of it. So I guess the Scarlet looking head and this guy. All right, so did I want to go with the gray being the alien or this being? I think this would be the alien. All right, maybe they could both be aliens. This one says Night Force on it. This one looks more like Night Colors, I mean Night Force colors. This one's got English on it though, so maybe I should go with this one being the humans, although this one's got more of an alien look to it. Yeah, this is the kind of head I'm used to changing out on things. All right, let's, I think I want to go with this being it, even though there's English on there. Yeah, whatever. Oh, you know what? He could have went up into space, got the wrong screwdriver again. Got the cosmic radiation and became an alien or something. Or he could have been posing as a human on Earth, like the Cree or the Scroll. And then that's his natural form, a glow-in-the-dark alien. Oh, okay, now I see. So this pops off the top, and this is actually part of the body. Okay. Gotcha. I want to be an alien. All right. Okay. Concentrating. This is a little different because that front collar is so much bigger. Not sure if I got it on or not. Here. Now let's put the arm on. There we go. So there's the alien head inside there. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. Oh, there's no chat. Okay. No, put a screw in there before I try to screw it in. You want to make sure there's a screw in there before you screw it in. Otherwise, you will screw it up. Forgot I magnetize my screwdrivers for the most part. The ones I don't use for electronics. Need to remember that in case I need to open up one of these Sega Genesis cases. Let me double check. I might have to back it back out to put the helmet on. Nah, the lips aren't that big, so it should be fine. Do need to tighten it up a little bit. Alright, so there it is. There's the alien. It's an alien. Alien. I should know. I think I'll go with this weapon. How do you get his hand on that? I'm afraid to break the thumbs. You know, with the older G.I. Joes, one of the scary things is the thumbs breaking, and for some reason the crotches always broke. It's like, alien. Too bad the wrist doesn't bend, because that would make it level out a bit better, but that's okay. Alright, so there's that alien dude. And this one, shall I leave it as a female? Female. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can have a female in my group. I don't know. They won't give cooties to too many people. Plus, if the alien goes up against a female, she can give him cooties, and that would kill him instantly. All right. I'll give her the red ray gun. I like the crossbows, but something about that doesn't say space. So it's more like Ninja Warrior. Or, I guess in space they can't hear you shoot a crossbow because they're so silent to begin with. Just afraid I'm going to break the thumb off. Ooh, that hurt. That little thing got me back. It's like, no, I don't want to. All right, so we got these two guys and these two guys. So I still got two alien guys coming. I just need to find out, like, hey, did you send those separately? Because then they probably did. I guess they already have everything backed up. I don't know how they put them together, but that's me because I'm Mr. Cheapskate. All right, there we go. So we got that. All right, so what are these guys called? Anybody know? Because if Grayman was on here, he might know because he's in England. Anybody remember this from the late 70s? They had metal men, aliens, and they had metal men like G.I. Joe looking guys, but it was before G.I. Joe, so I think they were like, I think it was called Eagle Force. I keep thinking. Anyway. All right, so got those. I'm still waiting for the package from some other thing. I got, so one thing came from AliExpress, and that's good. That didn't come as a bag of bolts, so that's a good thing. So that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to play that. I might as well just go and put him together while I'm here. See, I had to use glue because his head, when you spin it around, that part right there does slide out. So I glued it in, and I want to make sure it's dry before I try to put his head in because I don't want his head to become permanent. And use magnets to hold onto the screws while you're not, so you won't lose them during the process. So that's the one you want to use for that part. And when you tighten this up, it'll get tighter down there as well. Because it'll tighten around that ball joint inside of him. So this is the new bandless Mego bodies. I think this is the S body. I got this from that place in Florida that sells I think it's called Hero Factory. They did Migos before Migo came back. So they were doing like Migo DC Superheroes mostly. They did other things as well. Then Migo finally came back, and I guess they were like fighting over the license for a long time. But they are more expensive than the Migos, but then again, Migos has got a broader audience. You know, you want to go all the way in, like I always went all the way in. You want to kind of even them up, kind of like putting on a tire. You want to make sure you go like in a star pattern, sort of. Although this is a 4, screw thing. So put some screws in first, and then tighten them up. Don't tighten them up right away, because then you'll have like a little bit of offsideness. A crack on one side, or you over tighten it on the other, kind of a teeter-totter effect. Just make sure you get into where it'll grip. Okay. It's a strong magnet. Ay. Let's see, do I need to tighten up his butt? I think I did loosen up his butt. So I need to tighten that back up too. I just wanted another Migo-ish alien. You collect Transformers too? Absolutely. That's my favorite 80s property. My favorite 70s property is the father of Transformers, which is called Micronauts or Microman. Microman technically gave birth to the Transformers, of what we know as the Transformers. And then Migos are my favorite 70s secondary thing. I would say Shogun Warriors, but there's so few of them. It's like, I love Shogun Warriors. Megatronus at Target recently. Are you talking about the new Age of the Primes Megatronus? Yeah, I got the GoBots that are special, like the GoBots that have, my very first Transformer / GoBot in 1984, or whenever they came out, was actually a GoBot. It was the tank. They've redone some of them in Japan, which I'm looking right at. I have Cyclonus, which is called Bike Robo. So I have Bike Robo from the some company made like masterpiece versions of the most important GoBots. So Cykill is Bike Robo. He's amazing. I think I did a video on that. Tank's another one, or Tank Robo, and Air Robo, which is the red and black jet. What was that? We don't have neighbors, so if I hear something outside, I'm like, what? Well, we do have neighbors, but they're over there. I heard it from over there. First thing, you could just find out where it came from. All right, I'm singing in the rain. Yeah, look at that beautiful face. So he's going to be one of my aliens from the things. So the bodies that they made for these, they're pretty good. They got different articulation the original Migos didn't have, like this. So I like how they've stopped doing bicep swivels here and started doing them down here. That makes more sense. Unless you're doing a double jointed elbow. This is basically the same as the original Migos. This is the same as original Migos. This doesn't go out as far, but then again, does it? I don't remember. I think the original Migos can go out farther. They can sit down just as well. The knees also have an extra point of articulation. They could do this, a thigh swivel basically. The feet, pretty much the same. So yeah, it's like the original Migos in a lot of ways. I don't have an original Migo handy. But you just need some clothes and you'll be perfect. All right. And the originals didn't have, of course, this in the back. They were glued together. Age of the Primes. Yeah, I haven't seen Megatronus in Age of the Primes, and I'm kind of getting tired of buying new stuff, it seems like. I'm getting out all this old stuff of mine that I have in the buildings and stuff, and I'm like, wow, I've got so much great stuff. Why do I even buy the new stuff? Because I've been putting it away for all these years. Now I'm dragging it back out, cataloging what I have. Because every now and then I go, do I still have that? Because I don't know. Because when my dad went through the last 5 years, I got rid of a lot of stuff to move him in. And I got rid of it so fast I did not have time to go selling this off. I knew I sold off a lot of my video games I know I kept all my Sega Genesis, but I may have screwed up because I can't find the other ones. I can only find a third of my Sega Genesis games. And as far as the Atari games, I found a lot of Atari games I thought I did get rid of. G1 Astro Train, but it's pricey. Not if you get, like, you can get a knockoff and they're perfectly great. I've had the original, I read the original one, and I've had a knockoff, and they're basically, the knockoffs are great. Astro Train, they did make a newer version, like a commemorative edition. It's really weird colors, though. I can't remember it because I think it was red and white or something. So I was like, what? Why is it? I'm not quite 100% sure. It's like, I got that one, and it's an actual Hasbro one, or Takara, actually. Takara. And then there's also, if you're talking about the original G1 Astro Train, and there was a Blitzwing that had really weird colors, too. But yeah, I got, like, Astro Train. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I like the colors of Astro Train, though. In that building, I still got stuff I need to get out, but big giant robots. I love big giant robots. Like this. That's amazing looking. But I got some the Power Ranger Megazords, the Suzabi, and some other 12-inch Gundam figures. They're called High Complete Model, HCM, High Complete Models, which means they're action figures. You just had to put a few more pieces on. You know, nothing big. I saw Triptychon was in there. I saw, what's the green guy? This guy right here. But Hercules, the Hercules version of him. And Predaking. There's the Predaking that cost me like $600 because you had to pay like $125 for each piece. It added up. Yep. And so, yeah, that's out there. And I would like to get this stuff out, but first I need to go through, catalog everything I got, and along the way, if I'm going to put it in where my dad stayed at, on the room he stayed at, if I'm going to redo that room again, I don't know. So I have a Legacy Metroplex I got last Black Friday. A Legacy Metroplex. If you're talking about the original Metroplex, I got a knockoff one on from AliExpress for like $20. I made a video of it. But the Legacy Metroplex, oh, that's the little one, isn't it? I can't remember a Legacy Metroplex. If you're talking about the one that was like $120 when it first came out, like it was a Toys R Us exclusive. I never did get it. I thought it was too skinny because the original was so chunky. I do have. What is he called? It was originally the biggest transformer for the longest time. It's an entire city. Construction. So, oh, are you talking about the 2000 series, whatever the not Age of the Crimes? What is it called? Unicron, the Unicron trilogy. Because I actually had that back in the day, and also had the the red, white, and gray version one. And I was like, it's just not my thing. So I got rid of those a long time ago. No, I had the original Metroplex right there up on the shelf in my kitchen. I know it's kind of crazy. So, the Unicron trilogy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to have the originals. There was the yellow and blue one, and then there was a repaint of it. It was white. It looked like a red, white, and blue thing, basically. But it was, instead of white, it was gray. I even kind of like the way this guy looks. It's just so weird. Fortress Maximus. That's what I got. It's got the headmaster for the head. It's out in the building too. And Hercules. Oh, I love Hercules. It's such a beautiful machine. Oh, I got the third party. The cars. Minosaur. I mean, it's not called Minosaur though. Got the third party Minosaur. Actually, when I was out there digging, I found the G2 Minosaur that was the Combiner Wars. You had the really crazy colors. But yeah, no, I got plenty of stuff. I just ain't got room for it. Gotta start going through stuff, cataloging it, and I like to rotate things. Like if I get tired of stuff, I just rotate it out, rotate new stuff in. All right, well, I'm gonna have to go so I can. I've been watching the phone today for a call. And also, need to find out if they sent these separately. Just curious. And I need to mark off that I got those. All right. All right, you too. Thanks for coming by. And yeah, it's cool to know you're another Transformers fan out there. Today is Transformers Tuesday, so yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more of that stuff. I haven't done a review on this. Is anybody actually interested in me doing that? Because this is something very. I like it. I think it's really cool. But it's like they did the six changer. It's a six changer in Japan, and they made it into, obviously, Devastator's colors. It's a neat little representation. Ooh, maybe I could do a side-by-side comparison of that and the little one that's about the same size from AliExpress. All right, have a great day. See you guys later. Have a terrific Transformers Tuesday.